Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Don from 1A Auto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And the next time you need a part for your vehicle, think of 1AAuto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we're going to show you how to remove and reinstall a front strut. We're going to show you the right front strut. The left front strut is the same procedure. We do recommend you always replace struts in pairs. This is on a 2003 Maxima. Pretty much the same procedure for any Maxima or even Altima, Infiniti i30. Same procedure. There may be some minor differences in how the ABS sensors and cables attach to the And what you'll need to complete this job, you'll need a set of new struts from 1AAuto.com. We sell a nice set of loaded struts with the spring and everything. It makes the job fairly easy, actually. Jack and jack stands, 14, 19, and 21 millimeter sockets. You'll need a ratchet, and you'll also need a breaker bar and maybe even a pipe for some extra leverage. Screwdriver, pliers, hammer, and a torque wrench. Start up by removing the wheel. You're going to want a 21 millimeter socket and ratchet or a breaker bar or your tire iron, and you'll probably want to start with the wheel on the ground, loosen the lug nuts, then raise and secure the vehicle with jack stands, and then remove the wheel and the tire.
I'm going to remove the 19 millimeter bolt with the 21 millimeter nut. There's two of them at the bottom of the strut. You can always use a pipe over your breaker bar, give you extra leverage.
And now that we've shown you how to get them out by hand, we're just going to use the impact wrench to zip them off a little quicker. Okay, now remove the bolts. Notice that the suspension is not supported. The vehicle is supported under the body, not the suspension.
I'm going to push the ABS sensor out of the back. And we're going to slide the ABS sensor up on the other side. Take needle nose pliers and remove the clip for the brake line. Push that down and slide it out. Pry the strut from the spindle and set it off to the side. 3 strut mount nuts, 14 millimeter, penetrating oil, help loosen them.
I'm going to fast forward. You can see Don's able to get the nuts off by hand first, and then he just resorts to the impact wrench just to, again, speed things up a little bit.
The third one's about to come out. I'm supporting the strut from below so it doesn't fall. Take the strut out. I'm aligning the top of the strut mount, the F. It's going to face forward, and you can do that with a screwdriver. And the same way we took it out, it's going to go back in. I'm supporting the strut from below with my left hand, feeding it up through the 3 holes, and I'm just starting to feed the nuts on.
Okay, and now Don's just going to put the new nuts on, and you'll notice that we actually put the same strut back in. There was nothing wrong with the strut, we just replaced the top strut mount.
So before we tighten the nuts up top, we're going to make sure that we get our bolts down here on the spindle.
Fast forward as we put both those nuts on and then tighten them preliminarily.
I torque the upper strut mount nuts to 25 foot-pounds. Tightening up the lower strut nuts to 110 foot-pounds. Sliding the ABS sensor on the left side back into place, and on the right side. Now I'm pulling the brake line through and then up. And once that's seated, I'm putting the clip back on from the back. Tap. Might require a little bit of tapping to fully seat it.
Okay, just put the wheel and tire back on, tighten the lug nuts preliminarily, then put it down on the ground and torque the lug nuts to 100 foot-pounds, and definitely recommended that you get a front end alignment after this repair. We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.1aauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll-free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.